Cha-ching, here we are live from the local lowdown on episode 29. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got me and Keith in the house tonight. And of course, over here, we've got Mr. Pat.
Yes, sir.
We've got Mr. Pat over there wearing the alien goggles tonight.
Yep,
So here
dark.
we
We're going to the dark side of the moon.
dark side of the moon.
Hey, they're going to the dark side of the moon.
Oh, that's right. So
Artemis is.
we've had liftoff.
We've had liftoff.
We are
Okay.
going around the orbit of the Earth right now,
You know-
and we're getting ready to go into the oval shape.
They're going. What was it? 10-day mission.
Yep, 10 days.
Okay, this is a pretty big event. I heard absolutely nothing about it until 2 days before the launch. Zero.
Yeah.
Not
That-
a damn thing about it.
and yesterday, that's all that was on TV was the damn launch.
Yeah. And I said, I thought it was an April Fool's prank at first. I seriously did.
Ah,
Really?
yeah.
I seriously thought it was an April
okay.
Fool's prank.
I've known
And-
about it, but
No, I didn't hear anything, and I'm usually pretty up on that kind of stuff, because I've got my own opinions on the original moon landing,
Right.
and so on and so forth. But this is pretty cool, and I'm really surprised that there wasn't more on it.
Yeah, it's. Oh, look!
Oh, you found a scratchy one.
I found.
it's the
Yeah,
aliens
that's-
trying to communicate with
It's
me.
the alien right there.
Yeah, I think it's reflected off Pat's
I
glasses.
found it. I found it. I found it. I found the one I was looking for.
But apparently, so I did see a little clip about the bathroom in our was it Armedius, the
Yeah,
rocket?
I think they piss
Yeah.
and shit and eat right in the suit, and they can.
Ooh.
They can
No,
eat
no,
it.
the gal, she was doing a whole walkthrough of the bathroom, and apparently the bathroom was in the floor of the capsule, and it had to be.
Oh yeah.
There's like all this yellow padding all around the thing, and she says you don't know if you're upside down, you're gonna float away or whatever. So you got these handles, and you got to sit on this thing, and apparently it's so loud. That's what those yellow padding is for. It's insulating the room because the toilet's so damn loud in the thing.
Yeah.
I can't even. I couldn't do it.
What? Go up in space?
I know what's that singer lady did when she went to
I mean-
Amazon rocket. The hell, Katy Perry.
Oh yeah. They
Wow,
they,
that-
they just went to low Earth orbit,
Yeah,
man.
that's
And
like hot air.
Gail
balloons,
King, a hot air balloon. Yeah. Gail King thought she was a fucking astronaut,
Yeah.
and all of them come back, and here we are. They're astronauts. They're astronauts. Yeah, you know.
No, it's not the heights but just that lost in space thing that like all of a sudden something went wrong.
But
and-
see, you wouldn't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
you're gonna die.
boom, your eyeballs pop out of your head, and there's
Oh,
Pat
that
ends
whole-
up on Mars somewhere.
Yeah, that he's all up on Mars, hanging out.
Scared the hell out of the Martians.
Yes, that's what
We
he
just
said.
eyeballless vacuum-looking guy. He's sucked
Oh,
inside out.
Suck the intelligence out of him. It's them glasses. Pat's got them glasses on. He's out there. Yep, I'm gonna get it done.
Oh,
Man, oh man, oh man.
Keith didn't see the guitar I painted today.
I did get a quick glimpse
Oh,
of that.
did you
While
see it?
yeah, that thing's pretty cool.
I got the same eyes, obviously.
Yeah, kind of.
The same. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, you were supposed to paint furniture today, and you end up painting a guitar.
God, I got issues.
It's that.
It
that's-
happens,
that's
man.
it right there.
It happens.
Oh yeah.
You get sidetracked on things.
Sidetracked. He's all sidetracked. Look, tonight our show is brought to us by Select Watermelon, 2.5 milligram of THC seltzer.
Mm.
As I said, I haven't drank any alcohol since August 9th,
Mhm.
2025. So,
You're
I
doing
mean,
good.
that
How long
and
is that?
I found out that and fucking like $5 will get me a grande latte at Starbucks. It's like, fuck.
So now you got a Starbucks addiction.
Oh, fuck, dude. I drink like 7 or 8, 9 cups of coffee a day. So I had this.
Starbucks coffee.
No,
Oh,
fuck no. I'd be broke.
I guess you'd go broke doing
No
that.
shit. No, it's like I had to switch to some damn decaf. So I'm drinking decaf and regular. So in the morning I drank 2 cups of caffeinated, then I switched to decaf.
You like
Oh,
Yep.
obviously you like the flavor.
I like coffee,
there's
man.
No
Like
way
black,
you're
black
gonna-
coffee or
No, it's like I'll put a little cream in it and just like a half a teaspoon of sugar.
Yep.
Because I'm doing them damn tirzepatide shots.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I want.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna tell you what. I started at 216. I'm down to 194 right now.
you're gonna
In-
disappear pretty soon,
In
buddy.
5 weeks. In 5 weeks. Well, I can see my dick now, so that's the main thing.
Well, that's a good thing, I guess.
Hell yeah. I was like, man, oh, there he is.
I
It did
remember
shrivel up.
hearing that years ago that if you lose 25 pounds, you add 2 inches. to your-
You had 2 inches to your cock.
You know, when you hear certain shit, you never forget it. Because
What old drunk guy at the bar told you that?
Yes, well.
No, it is true.
Oh,
Just-
dude, we had a dude when I was growing up. We had a guy that used to hang out at the bar up the street from us, man. It's called Triangle. And the guy, we called him Louis Cards. He was this little old dude, man. A bunch of drunks that hung out there. It's kind of like us at the stump. Except this cat could take and put his nuts in his back pocket.
Oh Lord,
He could wrap, I'm serious, he could wrap his shit, pull his nutsack out and put it in his back pocket.
just what everybody wants to see.
Exactly. And Louis Cards would be up there betting, we shooting pool and shit, and start betting money. He's like, I can put my balls in my back pocket. And that motherfucker yanked his shit out, twist it around his hip and put it in his back pocket.
But was there any stipulations? Like, did it have to be humid out a certain?
I don't know. I didn't get it. I didn't get that deep with it. But I'll tell you what, I can put my balls in my back pocket too. I just got to take my pants off. Hey, but speaking of that terzepatide shot, man, I got a little thing on that right there, man. So
This ain't blindness. What's the side effects? I heard some.
no, the side effects. No, so I think what happens with a lot of people that goes on this shit, man.
The Ozempic.
Yeah, the Ozempic or the Wegovy
Right.
or the Mounjaro, which is what mine is Mounjaro, right? So it's first off, it's expensive as fuck.
Even with insurance, you mean?
I don't use insurance,
Oh.
so I don't know. So I guess you can use insurance, but I can't. I got VA healthcare, so I don't use the insurance.
Okay.
And but you think about it. So the first month was $299.
Okay.
So month 2 that I'm on is $400. So it goes up. So you don't get that break, right? So you take one shot a week.
Okay.
But in the 5 weeks that I've been on it, and I missed a week when I was in Europe because I decided to push it back so I could kind of eat. Hell, I still lost weight over there. But in the 5 weeks, I've already lost it's coming up on 20 pounds. That's pretty fucking good.
Yeah. So what would a gym membership cost you?
Yeah,
And-
probably cheaper.
But
cheap.
less
No,
work. and
No, but
effort.
no. What happens is this whole thing with the shots and the pills and all that stuff, dude. It's a mindset. So when you go into this shit, you got to say, okay, I want to hit this weight,
Mm.
and then when you get to that weight, now I need to maintain this weight. So the main thing is you have to change your fucking lifestyle of eating.
Right.
And that's the key. So, and that's why so many people fail. So people fail because they get nauseated.
Mhm.
They say they can't adjust to the drugs. Well, I'll guarantee you a lot of them are getting nauseated because they're still eating the same shit they were eating.
Exactly.
Maybe.
So
So-
what did you change in your diet?
So
You always-
everything.
Really, I always thought you were a pretty good eater.
Well, I mean, I was, but my problem is I like sweets. I like
Oh, you're-
fucking
okay.
cheesecake and fucking
Yeah.
coffee and cake and then chocolates and all that stuff. So today was the first day that I ate nasty the whole time, really, because I went to Alino's and ate some pizza. I ate 2 pieces of pizza. I mean, you can do that, right?
Yeah.
But I've been mostly eating chicken, a lot of chicken, protein bars, protein drinks, Greek yogurt,
Mhm.
cottage cheese, and I can eat steak. I've ate steak. Don't eat no potatoes. Low on carbs.
Potatoes are good.
Yeah, fuck, they're delicious, man.
I
But
heard they're good. You see.
but
all
they're
these
not good. But they're not good on this. And it's not. So basically, they say the first month that you're on this stuff is where you really got to alter your diet.
Oh, so they want you to go keto. They want you.
Yeah,
to
it's
do that
basically
thing.
keto. They want you to go keto, but you don't need to live keto. It's to get you to where you need to be, and then you got to understand how to eat.
How to maintain it. Yeah.
And so there's like a 60% failure rate on people that do this.
Oh,
They want
yeah.
you to do it for like
Absolutely
a year
there is.
I could tell
because
you
they start
something.
eating again.
I
Yeah.
can tell you something. If I paid $400 a shot every week,
No, it's $400 for four shots. It's a month.
I'm
But see,
gonna.
Pat wouldn't be eating.
Yeah.
He wouldn't have any more food. He wouldn't have any money to buy food.
I'm gonna get my money's worth.
Yeah. Well,
No
I mean,
doubt
that's
about
what
it.
I'm saying. It's like when you do this, like, so me,
Because why would I waste money if I was serious and I'm paying money?
so there, right
I'm
there,
gonna
that's
say
the
so.
key word you just said.
Money.
No, serious. You've got to be fucking serious about doing this shit. So the way they advertise it. So I talked to Tabitha, and she works at a doctor's office, and they do these shots and they prescribe these shots and stuff. And the reps that come in, they advertise this shit. It's like, oh, you're going to the beach next month? I got your beach body right here in this little vial.
Oh, well.
And motherfuckers are going that shit just to go to the beach. So basically, you starve yourself for a month, and it helps. What it does is it makes you feel full.
Mhm.
So
don't eat.
you'll eat something and you'll stay full.
So no acid.
Hey, dude, I'm gonna tell you, no acid. I ain't had no acid shit. I used to have acid reflux bad. I I don't think I've had it but twice.
The key thing that you did though is you stopped drinking.
Well, yeah, and I mean that helped. I stopped drinking.
If you stop drinking beer, I guarantee you'll drop at least 20 pounds.
Well, I did. So right at the first month after I stopped drinking, I dropped down to about 204 pounds, 205 pounds. And that's because, and then I went back up because I started eating fucking cheesecake like crazy, and
Exactly.
snacking and not walking. But now I'm, I get out, I'm walking, I'm fucking, doing a little calisthenics and doing some more exercising. I'm not trying to build no muscular mass shit. But I'm being more healthy and more conscious.
Yeah. Well, that's what it's all about.
I got a trivia question.
What you got?
I got it on my front porch. Somebody gave it to me, and it's laying there because it folds down, and I haven't set it up yet. And I was like, well, maybe I'll put it on my deck, and I had a vision of me sweating in the sun. I have one of them gazelle things. What the hell?
Oh my God!
What was the guy's name? With
that fucking guy. Oh yeah,
Tony,
dude.
I can't think of his damn name.
Oh yeah, what's his name? Blonde. The guy that had the
Oh,
fucking.
you know what? He would say you could do it, right?
He had the damn mullet.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's that guy's name?
Google that. All I come up with was Tony, and it's not Tony
It
Robbins.
is Tony. Tony somebody though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I hear it, but I keep tripping over this damn thing. I either
Oh,
gotta sell it
that
or
guy. That guy was cool as
the
shit.
gazelle,
Man.
man.
Tony Little.
Tony
Tony
Little.
Little.
Tony Little on the gazelle.
Tony
Oh,
Little, yep.
man. That's pretty cool. That's kind of like.
I got a gazelle on my front porch.
So and I can guarantee you right now, everybody at home who's got a fucking Peloton or a treadmill, they ain't using it. That motherfucker's got more clothes on it than it's got anything else. It's a clothes rack.
Absolutely.
It's a great idea to go out there and get you a treadmill. I'm like, dude, there's a street right there. There's a dirt road. There's a fucking farm.
What were the things they used to sell on TV that it was fucking 5 payments of $4,000?
Them damn
the
weight
track.
Bowflex.
Bowflex, yeah,
Bowflex.
Bowflex.
There were more of them things at garage sales.
You know what though? Yeah,
$25.
I would like to find me a nice little Bowflex, man. Just the little one that you get to
They're
put down here.
huge.
No, not. I don't want the big one. They got those
They're
little compact ones. Yeah, they are huge.
You know,
That's
what
like weight machines.
Yeah.
I think what worked too was that Chuck Norris one, that sled where you pull.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
it was
yeah.
the body shape. You know, it was the
Speaking
same
of
thing.
Chuck Norris, man.
Pulleys and your own weight. You could fold it up, throw it into your bed.
Heck
Yeah.
yeah, buddy.
But back so all that health and stuff like that, man. But the shots, I will say, I'm kind of, I don't know. I think I had enough discipline to where I didn't really need to take the shot, but I took the shot because I said, "Fuck it, it's going to help.
Yep.
It'll get me to where I need to be, and it's maintaining it." But I figure I can maintain it because I've done a good job at maintaining not drinking alcohol, and I've not set out to say I'm never going to drink again. And I keep saying that. It's just that, dude, I wake up every fucking day and I feel good.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
It's like, man, because if I'm gonna drink, I'm not gonna have a fucking cocktail.
Right.
I'm gonna have several fucking cocktails, and I'm gonna have a bunch of beers, and Jerry, you want to go drink 1 Miller Lite? I'm like, fuck you. I want to go drink 20 of them.
Yeah, where's the 24 Miller?
Yeah, that's right. Get a
where's the other
case,
20?
it's like that. And so, but as long as I'm not doing that, it's happy. Now these CBD drinks, I'm starting to learn those dudes, and I'll drink those.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
I guess that doesn't mean I'm off of alcohol, but I've changed it for weed. I hadn't smoked no weed though.
Yeah.
That's like really weird, man, because every time I drink beer, I have to smoke me some weed. Like, man, I'm gonna get out there and burn me up some of them weed
I
joints.
got no excuse because if I'm working, say 6 or 7 hours up the ladder, bend, walk, I don't know how many steps, I'm sweating. And then what happens is I'll go home and I'll be like, you know what? It's Friday night. I had a late lunch, and next thing you know, I'll skip that dinner, or I'll eat something light, go out, get the 5 PBRs or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And then 11, when I come home at night, and since I know how to cook and my refrigerator is basically a Roman orgy in there.
Yeah, that fucker knows how to cook.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
there's
Pat's a
nothing.
chef.
There's nothing off limits. Like I'll make stew in 10 minutes, and I'm eating like nachos and like I'm picture. Jerry opens his refrigerator. There's sandwich meat, and there's no bread. I'm making omelets, or there's nothing.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I've got a bunch of fucking protein bars and damn protein drinks up there.
I'm a cooking fool when I get the opportunity to do something.
Well, I mean, I'll cook. So it's like, in the mornings, I'm making some eggs and turkey. So I've gone to turkey sausage and
turkey
chicken
sausage, good stuff.
It is good.
Get
So is
ready.
turkey
I'm gonna
burgers.
tell you, when we was in Prague, man, I ate some damn chicken sausage. They were little fucking like
It was
round
the-
sausage. God damn, they were good.
Delicious.
It all depends how you season that stuff.
Yeah.
The Dennis's wild hog that he jumped on that motherfucker's back and you stab him with his breakfast sausage is the
Oh.
best thing you ever had.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, guess what I had for breakfast?
What's that?
You'd never guess. in a
PBR.
million.
Honeycomb.
Nope, an avocado and a can of sardines.
Oh, that's good protein
know.
and good
Breakfast.
stuff. Breakfast, man.
So
Wow.
that's what I'm saying.
know-
I could eat anything. So
Yep.
there, I have.
I'm- I have been eating a lot of cheese, and a lot of yogurt. So it's like I'll eat yogurt, like Greek yogurt, high fucking protein, 20 grams.
That's it. This stuff's all a mindset.
and
man.
maybe
And
that's helping you with the.
I've seen a lot of
the acid stuff too.
seen a lot of big girls go underneath the knife and get their to get their stomach all stapled
Oh,
up.
Yeah.
they
and
stretch it out again.
And then
Yeah.
they okay, this is the funny part is they start to get the I'm starting to look pretty good complex. So they go, they get their hair done and maybe they, do their makeup a little different and they start to look pretty good. And then they leave their husbands because they're
shit.
getting a little more attention because they're not, the size of a semi truck anymore. but
Big girl got to have fun too.
I would say
Big girl need love.
I would say a good 75% of them within the first 2 years end up going to be the size of a straight truck rather than a
Yeah, well-
eight-wheeler, and
Well, that's like,
and they think that that's going to help them, but they don't change their head. They're still eating the goddamn Bojangles,
well, that's the problem.
and
And that's
they'll
the,
blend that shit up and they'll suck it through.
but
a
that's
straw.
that's the thing that's what I was saying. It's like, you got to have that mindset and saying, guess what? I'm going to do this because I want to do it for my health. And then you got to have like a clear goal that you want to meet. So if you start taking this stuff and you're like, oh, well, I don't know, I'm just going to see where it goes. I mean, I guess that'll work too, but I don't know. I'm just one. It's like, I got to have a goal. It's like, okay, if I'm going to do this, where do I want to get?
Right.
And where am I going to be healthy at? So it's like, fuck, I could probably go down to 165 pounds, but at 165 pounds, I'm not going to look healthy.
Yeah, it's not playing on.
So I figure if I'm about 190, between 190, 192 pounds, I'm good to go.
Well, it's like fast food was one for me. I used to eat a lot of fast food, and I cut it out. I haven't had fast food, I would say, up until I think it was yesterday. I stopped at Jack in a Box. I never ate Jack in a Box before, and it wasn't very good. I don't recommend it, but I hadn't had fast food, and I want to say about 8 months.
I love the cookout.
I mean,
I hadn't had it in a while. We say,
I
Pat, the
just-
cookout.
It doesn't sound
I
good
love
anymore.
the ham. If I go fast food, I will try to be healthy. But
Yeah.
I'll eat chicken, Bojang. I ain't eating.
Well, you can eat. So it's like, I'm going to tell you, Chick-fil-A. So they've got that Cool Wrap.
Chick-fil-A is pretty good.
And that's like, I eat them fuckers four a week because they're good. And it's got that avocado ranch on there, and it's not going to get you fat. That's a good thing because your body's going to burn that.
Yep.
And then you can get just the filet.
Yeah.
So, and the fillets are good. So
Oh.
I'll do that. And it's like, today I ate that pizza at Alino's. I don't know, man. After I ate the first fucking half a slice, I was like, ooh,
Is there Lino's pizza pretty good?
oh, it's fucking great.
Is it? Okay.
But
That's my favorite pizza
It
around
is. You got to figure out the monk fruit and different sweeteners. You can make your own.
And I've tried that. And you're right about the monk fruit.
Right,
Yeah.
because you see it. What killed more people, fentanyl or sugar?
Sugar,
What
yeah.
killed more people, Vietnam or sugar? I
Mm.
mean,
Yeah.
that there's nothing that you can mention.
Well, why do you think Americans look the way Americans
Yeah.
look?
Well, it's like, that. So
and other cultures don't have the disease that we have.
Well,
No.
we don't have the preservatives that are in
Well,
American food is insane.
other cultures also have what's called health care.
There's that.
Whereas, like, so over here in this country, and I think we spoke about this last week, the
You
thing
want
is,
everybody's sick.
well, they want you to be sick because it turns the goddamn,
It's
it turns
money.
the money. But, so like I said, we're the not the healthiest, we're the non-healthiest country in the world, probably.
we spend the most
And
money.
we spend the most money on, but we do a lot of research, which is good. The problem is in this country, if you are not well off and can afford health insurance,
Mhm.
you're fucked.
Yeah.
Unless you go to like the illegal immigrants do, just go to the fucking emergency room and don't pay the bill.
Yeah.
Because, they can send the debt collectors after you, but they can't put that on your credit.
Right. They can't
So-
do that, do you?
But I mean, we really need, it's all this, it's kind of like all this shit that's going on right now. They're talking about, hey, we need to have another $200 billion to go to Iran. Look, what about healthcare?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Why don't you take that same money and what the fuck did you go hit Iran for anyway?
Yeah.
The imminent threat, my ass. They wasn't threatening no goddamn body.
But I think
hey,
if they did, ever get a-
okay, so I can say the same fucking thing about Kim Jong motherfucking Rocket Man.
Yeah.
right? Because at one time, North Korea was the biggest threat in the world.
Yeah, 2016.
What the
2017.
fuck happened? What the fuck happened?
I don't know. He backed down.
So the reason the Iranians are fucking they're Muslims and they're radicals and they're terrorists and all that shit.
Religion, right?
But you got a lot of people over there that are not like that. I mean, it's not everybody. I mean, look at Afghanistan. What did we learn from Afghanistan?
Hopefully they learned something.
They ain't
but
learned
my
shit.
guess. They
I
didn't
know
learn
we're
a
going to
damn
go
thing.
on to another subject, but back in the day, I went to Italy from top to bottom. He was just in Europe. I can honestly say I never saw one fat person.
No, they're,
And-
fat
Yeah.
people don't exist.
Well,
in
if you
Europe.
did, they were American.
Yeah,
Well,
you know,
That's for sure.
The preservatives and
None-
everything
not
that they
one.
put in food is what
Yeah,
makes
not
everybody
one.
fat. I'm
Yeah.
pretty convinced that it's also what's causing the rapid spread of autism
Yeah.
in
Yes.
children, along with the vaccine stuff and the
No.
microplastics and all
Yeah,
that.
well,
yeah.
until I don't know, I have no idea what the fuck's going to happen in this country, man. It's like it seems like we're constantly chasing the same shit, and it's the wrong shit
Yeah,
always.
Absolutely.
Well,
And they come up. Every politician has a fucking story to tell until he gets elected. Once they get elected, then it's a whole different fucking thing. It's kind of like, Pam Bondi got fired today. Why did Pam Bondi get fired? Because she wasn't sucking Trump's cock enough. That's the reason. I mean,
Did she really get,
look-
I didn't hear that today.
yeah, she got fired.
I
It's
didn't
like,
hear
hey,
that.
look, I'm a Republican, and I'm not scared to say that. And God bless Donald Trump. Do I like everything he's doing? Hell no. Do I like some of the things he's doing? Yes. But money well spent, money well earned. Where the fuck is this to help our country?
Yeah.
And he's talking about we have so much oil. Okay. Then why the fuck are gas prices $4 a gallon right now? If we've got all this fucking oil,
Yep.
do we have the refining capacity? Do we have this, that, the other?
Do we have the infrastructure behind it?
It's like, and I see this and the real cost is because the Strait of Hormuz is shut down. So we're opening a facility in the United Arab Emirates, and it's in Ras Al Khaimah. Ras Al Khaimah is in the fucking tip of the Strait of Hormuz. So we've got two machines sitting in the port over there. We can't get people over there to install the damn
Alright,
things.
but
So
I got a little. It's not political, but you see, whatever they're building over there at Barium Springs and, like you said, Shin Road or whatever.
Old farts homes.
I'm like, if everybody's house is dropped 20% and people are not selling their house in 5 minutes, it's taken 6 months to a year, or you got to drop your price. I'm like, why are they building like crazy in Troutman? Because they bought that land 4 years ago, and they've been pushing and filing for this and getting this permit and kissing this one's ass. So they're so invested in it.
Well, Pat, you're 100% right.
That I'm saying why, but they didn't wake up tomorrow and say, yesterday and say, let's build these houses.
Remember, we
3 years ago, this bullshit
it goes back
started.
farther than 3 years.
Yeah.
well,
It
this
started at COVID.
This
Yeah,
goes back into the point. This is one of the subjects tonight, man. It's basically the growth of
Great transition.
our town,
Thank you.
the growth of this area and our town. I mean, our current population in Troutman is 3,700 fucking people.
Yep.
I think when you moved here, Pat, or when you're and I mean it was like 1,000 people. It's like when I moved here, it was like 1,000 people.
Right. We didn't have a bar. We
didn't have shit.
no ABC.
And that's why I moved up here, because it wasn't shit here, and I was glad. Now they want this town to become part of the big infrastructure of Lake Norman. The problem is they don't have enough goddamn capacity to do that stuff, and they keep on. But right now there's a moratorium, so they can't build any new stuff. But all the shit that they've approved is already being built.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to look at Falls Cove, Weathers Creek,
Right.
Old Mountain Road Corridor, Perth and Houston Road. You get out there and more apartments. I mean, you're talking, look at this, man.
And
We've
even
got-
Mooresville, like out by Shoals, they don't need nothing.
No.
They're
Well,
still
here's the other
packing
thing that's
out
happening out
150.
there is all these new builders are offering their own financing.
Yeah. And then they're buying down the rate.
Yeah, they're buying down the rate. They're able to get first-time buyers in with virtually no down payment.
At a very low interest
And
rate.
you got to remember, first-time buyers, they're what, maybe 25, 35 years old.
Not anymore. I mean, first time buyers are in their 40s, mid 40s right
but
now.
still, okay. But
You want that 25
but,
or
but what I'm
35 year
saying
old.
is still the first-time buyer.
Yep.
They
This-
don't-
that
they don't
dynamic-
know- They don't know how to maintain a
Yeah.
house. They don't know what to do, what a house is worth.
That dynamic changed though, man.
It did-
because
it has changed a lot.
It's affordability, and they keep preaching that affordability
Look.
stuff, but that stretches across many, many.
But when you're getting a
things.
50-year mortgage on something,
Yeah.
You know, that's not
Well,
affordable.
Yeah, they won't do a 50-year. It's a 30-year mortgage. I mean, kind of standard.
I mean, somebody did say to me, Pat, what is the most money you ever made in a short period? I said, oh, when I sold that house, I made 100, 200,000, whatever. But like in a 30-year mortgage,
Yeah.
and you pay that interest, and I was like, are you telling me at 7%,
Oh yeah.
a $500,000 house, when you're done,
You paid $1.5 million
you
for it.
paid $1 million? And I'm like,
Yeah.
wouldn't that be 50%? I didn't understand.
Yeah,
it.
it's a
But the part that I didn't even understand anymore, $1 30 years ago bought us what?
It bought a lot
Happy
more than it does
Meal?
today.
yeah.
Now it's $13. So
Yeah.
you really
You can't go into any
Yeah,
fast
yeah,
food
yeah,
restaurant and come out
no,
under them.
Like I said, I
10,
went to that
15
stupid Jack in the Box yesterday. It was $14 for a
Yeah.
burger, fries, and a Coke, and it tasted like
so
absolute shit.
in other words, if you would have just did something else with your money,
Yes.
you bought your house for $30,000 and you sold it for $400,000, X amount of years
Yeah.
later. But I don't know.
Well, yeah, is that okay? Yeah.
How
Like,
much did you really make?
yeah, how much did you really make on that whole
you-
deal?
You did.
If you
What?
sold it 30 years later, did you make that whole
banks
interest
made the
rate?
money? The banks made.
Well, the bank's gonna make the money on
Yeah.
their first 20 years
Yeah.
is the interest, and then after the last 10, so it's a I don't know. It's what it generates revenue and it runs the economy and it makes everybody happy. So but I mean, hell, on top of the house payment, you got car payments. I was talking to Matt. It's like I've got a Lariat, a 2023 Lariat. That's a $74,000 truck.
Yeah.
And the base model Ford F-150 right now, the XLT base model that might have a nice radio is $50,000.
Yeah.
Is it really?
It
Fuck
is,
yeah. So I mean, it's like there's no affordable thing for anybody. So a young family that's 25, 30 years old, you've got a mortgage that's $2,500 or $3,000. You've got $1,000 car payment, maybe another car payment that's $600.
Mhm.
Hell, but you got to,
insurance,
yeah,
you got
and you got-
tags, you got all that stuff.
and
that
then
goes
you got
with it.
it's like my water bill here, fucking in Troutman, sewer is more than water.
And then Morris
I'm
Jackson,
like $70 a month.
they show up to turn your AC on. What's it? What was this thing? Soft, gently. Like
Oh yeah.
you don't want to switch it from the
Oh, they want
the
that. They want to
winter
put
heat.
that.
They
Oh,
want you to turn it on gently.
A gentle
Yeah.
start.
So that's $600.
Yeah.
And then the guy cut your lawn. I don't. How much does a lawn guy cost? That
I don't know. You're looking at the
$4 a
lawn guy
gallon.
here. It's free.
Well, I mean, you got to buy a lawnmower. I mean, I can say what I pay, but I'm not going to put my money out there on the street. I have Mickey Bird. Mickey cuts mine. Mickey Bird's been cutting mine for years.
He's got to be reasonable.
Yeah, he's very reasonable. I mean, yes, but I've been with Mickey. I think he's been doing my yard for about 10 years now.
But if you, like I said, you really think about that amount of money there,
Yeah.
it's crazy. And we got a couple of friends that they bought a house in Cool Springs, and they're still trying to sell their house up in Weathers Creek up there.
Yeah.
Weathers Creek and Wallace Springs. There's 6 to 7 houses comparable to their home that are for sale right now, and ain't nobody buying shit.
Well, no. Well, so
Because
the
they're-
rates
well,
the rates
because-
went up again.
Well, not only that, but because across the street there's a brand new development in there, and the builders are going, come on in. We're gonna
Oh yeah.
take care of you.
Well, I mean, they've got to move those down. They got to move that inventory.
Yeah.
So they're going to make that money on the back end somewhere or something.
Oh yeah, they're gonna make their money. There's
This
no
has
doubt about
driven
it.
me to drink. I got to get another beer.
Oh, the drinker. See, that's why I quit drinking, because I don't have to get up every fucking 3 minutes. I mean, it's like somebody give me a beer, and you go through an hour podcast
So-
and I don't drink a 6-pack.
So the numbers you got here, which are I've always found pretty funny, because I always considered Troutman. I figured it was about 1,200 people.
It
and-
used to be.
Yeah, so it used to. I think
It
even
used
when
to
I
be.
moved here, I think that's what it was. It was
Yeah.
about 12 to 1,400 people, and now it's at 3,700. And
Yeah.
I looked it up to see how current that number is, and it's actually 39 to 4,200.
Yeah, well,
what they're saying right
those
now.
numbers right there is like from 2020.
Yeah, exactly.
So but if you remember that growth really started right before COVID.
Well,
Yeah.
but then you look at the approved housing units.
Oh,
that
it's
are coming in.
crazy.
Okay, 17 to 2,700 approved housing
Yeah.
units. They're already they're going in. So I don't know where that number is 1,000 units off, because if they're going in, there's 1,000 units coming in, and I mean it's gonna cripple shit.
Is
around
that,
there.
is that more school across from the middle school, or is that housing? The school in Troutman.
The one on on
No, they're
Old
not
Mountain.
building. They're not building
Is that a
those
middle school or is high school? Is that high
The
school?
one on Old Mountain Road.
Yeah.
That's a high school.
That's South Iredell High School. and
Across the street,
across
they
the street-
cleared everything.
Well, they're putting the old farts home. in
Oh,
there.
okay.
55. So there's 355 and
fart.
up communities. Okay, and I say I'm gonna be 55. I think next year.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, so I could go live there.
Yeah.
But they're putting 55 and up places. There's 3 of them going in Troutman.
Butchie ball, baby. Butchie ball.
So I
3 of
did.
them.
I did an estimate. Well, no, they gave me free furniture. I went into Trilogy for the first time. You ever been in there?
Mm-mm.
You know where it is, right?
Never heard of it.
It's an apartment complex, right?
No, Trilogy's the rich. Pickleball and
Oh,
these houses in there. Yeah, maybe 23. 2,800. They're it was $900,000 that house
Huh?
wow.
to
Yeah.
live, and I'm sure you got to, and you got to pay all the dues, and you got
Oh,
the
yeah.
clubhouse. But anyway,
Yeah.
It's freaking nuts, man.
Huh.
I said and it's sad because we have so much trouble coming from Charlotte this way now. It's just not gonna let up. And the way the state of North Carolina does their roadways, where North Carolina DOT takes care of this certain highway and the county takes care of this certain road.
Right.
And then you have these assholes that decided to sign a contract saying that you cannot expand Highway 21 whatsoever because it's got something to do with the goddamn tollways.
Oh, yeah. Well, they signed that contract so people will use the tollways.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think somebody, what the fuck, man? What? Are
Yeah.
we the only place that's got that damn toll lane that's private
I have never in my
in North
life
Carolina? I mean,
seen that before.
yeah, I don't know. I'm
Okay, so in Minnesota,
no, South Carolina's got one,
Well,
but
in-
nobody uses the motherfucker.
in Minnesota we had tollways and HOVs, and they actually worked because the reason why they worked is because they had overpasses and flyways that went over the original freeway to get off
Yeah.
where you go. And you know what their tolls are? They're about $2 a mile,
Yeah.
not $7 to $8 an exit.
Yeah. That's, yeah, I
That's
don't know.
crazy.
You
Is
know,
that- I don't
it's
e-
nuts.
I-
It's nuts.
But isn't some of these development? You see these new houses? They're not even selling them. They rent these things, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Lease these new houses.
Well, that's going to stop.
Well,
That's going to stop soon because I do believe that they have.
That's crazy.
I know Trump.
There's a bill in the works that corporations cannot buy single
But
family homes.
what does that do for the ones that currently have them?
I don't know.
No, like
That-
Because that's about every third development around here is a
Right.
damn one that's
And I'm
it's a
sorry, you know what?
corporate development.
If it was me and I just shelled out $450,000 for a vinyl shit box and an HOA with a pool and a fucking barbecue pit, and then there's some asshole fucking renting his house next to me, and I don't know who it is, and there's-
Fuck a HOA.
I would be so
yeah.
damn upset.
It's
about
like
that.
the HOA will come around and you got your trash can sitting out in front of your in front of your garage. Oh no, that can't be seen. What the fuck, man? It's a trash can.
So okay, when we moved down here, the first thing I said, and the first thing actually my wife said, because she's way up on this, that we didn't have HOAs in Minnesota. If you lived in a condo, or a townhouse complex, you had an HOA.
Right.
I never lived in one of those, never wanted to share the wall with anybody. Didn't care. But down here, first thing the wife said, looks at her realtor, says, no HOAs, period.
Ooh.
Where did she bring us to? Every single time is a place with an HOA. We'd go rolling into this place with the pretty entrance. They got a pool, whatever. We get out. I said, "Is this HOA?" Well, yeah, but it's affordable. So I had no HOAs. I'm not doing it.
Look,
Yeah,
I put
but
I
you
put
don't
that
have-
right there.
you don't
can
have
see it,
any
see.
belief that
We talked about that damn Troutman moratorium, that infrastructure thing. Oh yes, we did.
but if you have a couple neighbors that he turns his front yard into a junkyard, you ain't selling your house and it's going to come crashing down. So it has its benefits.
You know what? Around here, I don't think it matters because I'll go. I driving all the way up to. I was in Lenore, and then I ended up having to roll all the way up to Old Fort today. I saw $1 million houses on beautiful lots, and next door to them were 5 shitty trailers.
Right.
And then
That's
down
what I
the
loved
street-
about North
Well,
Carolina.
yeah,
like,
I actually find it charming. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, everybody seems to get along just fine. It doesn't matter. But when I go into these big, if you go up to the point and you look at that, cool houses, architectural, they're really pretty
Yeah.
neat. Nobody can do anything.
No.
Nobody can do a
you
damn
can't.
thing. there.
You got to keep. You can't change the color of your front door.
Right.
No, that's because you got to get a permission slip.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
there's
And
no such thing as
why
a fucking
anybody
hall
would-
pass anymore.
Why anybody would live in an HOA is beyond me. I don't.
It-
I got
but
a
that's
buddy of mine.
that's like the most prominent fucking thing around here.
It's
dude.
everything.
I have no HOA. That was the first thing. It's like I am not moving to another
No.
HOA.
Uh-uh.
No way.
No HOAs.
No way.
And the sad
Unless
thing-
it's an apartment complex where
Okay,
they
so-
do every fucking thing. I'm just gonna
Yeah,
go
an
pissing in the
apartment
bushes.
complex. I get that.
Yeah.
I understand the HOA because you're not maintaining the building.
Right.
Somebody else maintain the building, maintain the grounds, keep the pool clean, keep
Yeah.
the poop out of the pool, all that fun stuff. Keep the playground, full. But in a housing development, you own the house, you own the property.
Yeah, but you got some fucking
And
you got
some lady.
you got
Oh,
Karen coming around and it's like
Yeah.
looking at taking notes on your shit. I remember when I first moved here from Germany, man, and then I moved into Winborn subdivision, bought a house there. I come out one morning on the back porch, I was drinking a cup of coffee, and there's this dude in my backyard walking around. And I'm like, what the fuck you doing? I'm from the HOA. I said, you need to see your way on fucking out of here.
yeah,
It's like-
exactly.
Damn, brother.
So you had 3 dogs here at one point, and they're on your front lawn, and they like to piss in the same spot, don't
Yeah.
they? And you get a couple weird spots in your grass. The HOA comes by and goes, "You got 4 yellow crop circles in your front lawn.
I have seen
You
HOA
better dig
people,
that up and put
That's
down
crazy.
some
I have
sod."
seen them with their little ruler, and they will go out and measure
And
people's
measure your-
grass.
yeah.
They will measure the grass with a little steel ruler.
And see how high
And-
your grass is.
They'll get their little ticket book out and they'll stick it up on the front door.
It's like you got these neighborhoods, man, and the HOA you pay like $280 a month, and
Yeah,
they
you're
come
paying
in.
for this shit.
Yeah, they mow your grass, they do your mulch, they trim your bushes, they do everything. It's like the most what's that fucking there's like a TV show or a movie where they come into that neighborhood and everybody walks out to the car at the same time. They're all wearing the same suit, they
Yeah.
all wave,
Right.
and they're going to
like-
work, and the wives are out on the front porch in the same dress and all that stuff.
It's the
That is those cookie cutter developments.
it's the end of Goodfellas. Now I got to
Yeah.
live my life like a schnook.
Yeah, but that's it. It's like, everybody should have to
Yeah.
leave at the same time. Ah,
Yeah, and that's what it is. You go into a. In fact, my buddy he has a house in the HOA in Concord, and he didn't realize it because he from Cali. Didn't realize what was going on. They bought the house and liked the house, and then all of a sudden this little HOA lady's running around giving him shit. And so he says, "Oh, you know what the hell with this stuff? I'm going to run for HOA president."
Oh, I'm right with you on this story. I got one. for you.
He won. Okay. So he gets to control everything. And his control is okay, all we got to do is we're not making any more bylaws. We're going to keep the ones we got, and we're going to enforce the ones that, if there's a complaint, the big one I think was last year was power washing houses.
Yeah,
Oh,
the mold
gotta
on the
have-
side of your house.
and-
oh yeah.
And what his problem was is that half the houses were rentals and they didn't know it. They didn't have the fortitude to realize that a corporation had bought the house. They're renting to a certain segment of the population that does not necessarily upkeep on their dwellings
Yeah.
on the exterior, and so all of a sudden he found that out. He's like, oh, okay. Now we got to figure out how to fight this. And he's like, I don't want to kick anybody out of their house. I don't want to put liens on this and liens on that.
Yeah,
But
it's
then he
crazy.
realizes, oh, it's a corporation that owns it. Who gives a shit?
Exactly.
Who cares? And that's how they got rid of the rentals. The corporations ended up selling out. They leaned them out so much. And now they're back to single family
Oh,
dwellings.
I was talking about where Sue and Dennis live, Hoover Road there. I think that whole development, it's not, it was built to rent. They built houses and they rented.
Sure,
it.
there
It's
ain't
not
nothing wrong
apartment.
with that.
I
Yeah.
didn't know that, somebody,
yeah.
you could build a neighborhood of 2,500 square foot houses and can rent it out.
Well,
Why
yeah.
sell it? Why sell it?
Well, I've never been to a state other than North Carolina that has so many people that rent.
Yeah.
I mean, that shocked me how many people rent here. And I talked to some local people that I know pretty good. And I said, it's not,
And they
that,
they
not that they're
rent.
broke or nothing, but they rent. I'm like,
Yeah.
why don't you buy a house? I don't know. Really.
Well, I mean, there's the truth is, man, there's a lot of people that can't buy a house because their credit score might be down in like 620
well, there's
or
that, but
600. But it's
the most
and-
common answer I get, JD.
Yeah.
I don't want to maintain it.
well, goddamn, you got to maintain it. Oh, what? You don't want to maintain it.
But see, their rental is not maintained. You
Oh.
know what I mean? It's
So
not-
they're
so
yeah.
they're like stuck in this quandary because nobody here.
Well, Pat's a damn landlord.
but nobody here knows how to do anything.
Well, you know what?
Pat's a landlord.
There's some, you see this YouTube guy. What's that real guy that they were after? That Armenian guy that runs around with his Lamborghinis and tells everybody that the guy fought the MMA guy.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
you know what?
Yeah.
He's like, what? He says, I have 5 houses that you shouldn't. Why would you tie yourself? And when I'm thinking about it, I'm like, all right, because I did it. You have a house. It's yours, the AC. If you just rented something and you didn't tie yourself to that as a
Right.
young person, now you free up your money. It grows, but you can't time the market. So it's going to be an hour on the
It's a
downslide.
cycle.
You
of
don't
ups
know
and
who
downs,
your neighbor's
absolutely.
ever going to be. So if the AC, so we all did it. That you get so frustrated and the people, you make them your friends and then they don't pay. And
Well, that's the main thing. You make them your
you
friends.
think when you rent to somebody, they're going to change the filter on your air conditioner?
No, they're not.
I pulled the A-frame.
Yeah.
I grabbed that son. It was 1 inch thick of dog hair,
Yeah.
and I peeled it down like a rug.
Yep.
I couldn't believe what I seen. It was
Well,
woven.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Well, that's the
I
that's
could
the
have
that's
wore
the
it
thing.
like I could have
That is
wore
the
it
thing.
like a
But-
jacket.
but that's the
so-
question, Pat. So how often do you actually go to your house that you're renting to somebody and do an inspection and look at things? How often are you over there?
Well, how
Never.
often does the law allow you to go over
Well,
there?
yeah. Is there a law against that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have it in your lease that you can't show up. You give
have
them
to show up
24
announced and-
hours,
yeah.
and if
Yeah.
they sign and you like, I come once a month, the last Friday of every month, and I give you 24 hours. You could say I got, but
Well,
but I never did it. I was stupid.
it's the same thing as a house that's vacant. Okay,
Yeah.
so a house that's vacant, if you let it sit for 6 months, there's an obvious change to the appearance of that house. And I'm telling you, if you keep the lawn mowed, everything like that, but you go in the house, you'll see the ceiling tiles will start falling down, the paint will peel. So you
Whatever,
get somebody
yeah.
that's living in there, at least there's airflow, so you're not having that. But they don't look out for things like leaks under the sink.
Oh.
Maybe the toilet's running a whole lot.
Yeah.
And they just
And as a landlord, they don't want you to come in. There's a pot plant in the window. With the boyfriend, they weren't supposed to have a dog. It's in there, whatever it is.
right.
So they don't call you to tell you there's a slow leak. So
Yeah.
when you finally get there,
Yeah.
there's a hole in the floor.
And my neighbor, my neighbor next door to me, his house was a rental, little brick house next to me. It was a rental for a long time, and the people lived there. They rented that place for 14 years, and all of a sudden he decided that my son needs a place, and so they gave him the boot. They're going to raise the rent, and they hadn't raised the rent in years, so they raised the rent, and the guy said, "I'm out." So okay, they go into the house, and what had happened was animals were inside the house. They weren't supposed to be. The kitchen sink leaked. It rotted out the entire kitchen floor, and he wasn't doing his inspections. And so they ended up
Tough.
all last summer remodeling that house.
Yeah, out of sight, out of mind,
Yeah.
I guess.
It's always the out of sight, out of
Always,
mind thing.
always.
It's
Always.
but it's like I didn't know that you had to have an lease. I knew you had to call somebody and say, "Hey, I'm gonna come by tomorrow
I'll
if
say
you
that.
get time."
landlords nowadays don't have any rights. And,
Yeah.
and if you got to
Well, that's like a squatter.
if you got to kick somebody out, that's
Yeah.
another problem. Okay, so they don't pay their rent. Goddamn, Minnesota they got ice up there.
Yeah.
So all the immigrants were afraid to go to work for 3 months because they decided that they're going to make a big stink about it. Well, now the landlords in St. Paul and Minneapolis, they're looking for their rent money for them 3 months.
Yeah.
And the city of Minneapolis goes, they got the city council saying, well, we're going to pay people's rent. And all of a sudden, no, they're not. So they're having this huge devaluation in commercial residencies.
What,
because they can't really paying their damn rent.
What is Shannon doing with his house? Did he sell it or is he renting it?
He's
Or
renting it right now.
Okay. I mean, that's what I would do is just rent it.
Yeah, he's renting. Like I said, it's a terrible time to sell a house.
Oh, it is.
It's a horrible time to sell a house right now. Is that going to change? Absolutely.
Probably.
When? We don't know. But it will change.
I don't know. This whole housing market
It's a-
thing is
it's a
crazy
tough
to them. Everything's going crazy right now.
It's nuts, man. It really is.
I'm just thinking it's like I'm hoping that old brother is going to end this Iran conflict thing. I don't see anything good coming out of it. So if the United States quits and pulls out and says, okay, the Strait of Hormuz is closed, our gas prices ain't going down.
Oh,
Motherfuckers like that. I got gas on the way up to Pittsburgh, man, and I paid $4.03 a gallon.
Yeah.
And then the way back, it was weird. I pulled off the interstate and went a little bit further into town. It was $3.59.
Mhm.
So, you know,
Yeah,
close
I
to
see.
the-
Yeah, there's
I've never-
shit that we can't figure.
I've never figured that out.
yeah, it's-
You know, it's like I remember when COVID hit. Okay, and the gas prices got super cheap. I don't know what Trump did, but gas dropped to like what was it, like 99 cents a gallon at some place. I mean, it was dirt
in,
cheap.
in Troutman, I remember 149.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
super cheap.
Yeah.
And then something happened to the pipeline.
oh, that's the one that was coming down from Alaska or some shit.
Well,
Yeah.
so, well, it's
yeah.
coming. It was the East Coast pipeline, and that.
Oh, you're talking about the damn one in Greensboro where they got the
Yes.
tanks.
And I don't remember what it was that
Yeah.
happened, but that fucking idiot of a governor we had, that dipshit gets on and says there's going to be a shortage, and next thing you know, we got people filling up coolers full of gas.
Oh,
and the
yeah.
lines were. I'm like, good God, you moron! And
Fucking
what
crazy.
happened? Absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
There was no shortage.
What do you guys got on your white? What?
Well,
I got my alien glasses on, and I'm thinking about
you can't read, Pat.
No, these those were little talking points that Keith and I were going through about the
Back to this whole growth thing.
the growth.
The growth.
Local Lowdown Podcast, Troutman Growth. See,
Yeah. Back to this growth thing is
it's our script. See,
so.
right there.
Is this good or is it bad?
you can't stop.
So
if-
the
if-
question, no, the
If we-
honestly,
if
no,
we
it,
didn't live here and we
I-
were strangers that came into this area, what would you think of it?
I would probably, if I drove 150,
I wouldn't like that. I'd still like it kind of better than where I was.
But if I honestly, when I came here in 2018, I drove 150. We came down to Troutman. We did everything. It was not like this. If I knew it was like this, I probably wouldn't have bought here.
oh yeah, well,
I
But-
probably wouldn't have
but-
because it
but-
changed so much.
Think of where you came from, right? We could still go about 10 miles, whatever I go past Stony Point or there's Taylor. I go just a little
There's
of
that.
64. It's paradise. I start
it is.
seeing mountains,
It is.
Union Grove. Is it Union Grove or
yeah, Union
Yeah,
I
Grove,
was
Yeah,
just
Harmony,
working at Love Valley. It's
Yeah.
not, it's not far.
It's nice up there.
and it's
but-
really nice.
but
It's
what
not
I'm-
far from here.
But what I'm talking about is the steamroll of effect. Is that going to hit Love Valley? Is it going to hit Taylor?
20 years from now.
Yeah, it'll probably hit Union Grove soon. It is.
It moves
hard
up
to
the
say.
highway. It's moving
But
up
then,
the highway.
yeah, but I don't think it'll hit Union Grove up there. I mean, that's pretty country. We start getting up there. Elkin, you go up to Elkin,
Yeah.
that's nice.
Okay,
and-
even hit Hickory area.
yeah.
okay.
Well, I mean, Hickory's a lot nicer than Mooresville.
If you
Ah,
look,
fuck, I mean, Hickory's nice.
if I would have known Hickory is as nice as it was, I would have gone and bought a place
Yeah.
in Hickory because I love that town.
Yeah, Hickory's really nice.
Hickory's
I like
a nice
it.
place. You could get places. You
Yeah.
can move. They have really good.
Well, they
traffic.
they have known since I've lived here. I moved here in 2000, and they've known that this growth was coming. They just didn't do a fucking
No.
thing about it.
At least in
And
this area.
keep
they did.
inviting this whole all of Lake Norman.
Yeah, the whole
Just
Lake
keep
Norman area.
inviting builders and putting up housing and don't build a damn road. And the backbreaker was when they put that fucking private toll lane in, the Spanish company down there,
Yeah.
because the NCDOT wasn't going to do it. All you got to do is go over and look at 85 going down.
Yeah.
I mean, it gets crowded, but it moves.
Yeah.
You got 4 lanes on each side.
You
They
know,
could have done the same thing to 77.
I mean, like I said, the problem that 77 has is you have the toll lanes, and then everybody has to cross back into the peasants' lanes to
Yeah.
get off.
Well, I mean, you've
Okay,
got
that's it. That's the
And,
problem.
I mean, here we are. We're in the fucking heart of NASCAR, and you've got fucking professional sports teams. So it's like Charlotte's a very easy place. I mean, hell, dude, I'd rather live in Charlotte than live up here, to be honest with you.
Yeah, sometimes I would too.
I mean,
know.
because at least fuck it. I mean, if I'm gonna be in the heart of this shit, I need to be around this shit.
I talked to a couple.
I mean,
guys.
there's nothing fucking up here.
No, there's no reason for
No.
there to be anything here, but all these people are here all of a sudden, and it's just weird. It's a
Yeah.
strange feeling, It's like where I come from, it's the size of Chicago. I mean, Minneapolis, St. Paul's a big city.
Yeah.
but I can get anywhere in that city in an hour,
Yeah.
one side to the other. There's multiple ways you can take. You can toll it, you can peasant it, whatever you want to do on your freeway.
Yep.
But everything's an hour away,
Yep.
even in the wintertime.
But there's psychopaths.
Well, yeah.
Go back.
No, cities, no
Yeah.
car, there's no tribe. That's what we're losing here. The community,
Yes.
nobody knows somebody's getting mugged. You
Well,
just
that's,
go, you take out your phone and you
Okay, so-
and you film it. You keep walking.
So- This is I'm really
Cities
glad
are-
you brought that up. 'Cause I
it's-
almost forgot
it's
about
The
that.
the crime aspect.
So you think about your local politicians, okay? How many of our local politicians, and I actually did mean to look this up, are from the area? Are all the city council people, do they all live here in the Troutman area, Statesville area?
Born and raised, I would hope.
Right. Well, that's what I'm getting at.
I
Okay.
doubt it.
No, that's exactly what I'm getting at. Are these guys actually from here? And what I've seen happen in other places are the politics portion of it starts at local government.
Yeah.
That's where you get your feet wet in there. And a lot of these people coming in are not from the area. They're not planting roots in the area. They don't plan on planting roots in the area because they're going to look for the next position that opens up somewhere where there's bigger money, more people, more influence, more power, so on and so forth.
Is there money like Scotty Brown? He becomes a commissioner.
Yes, absolutely there is.
Paid for that?
Yeah.
It's not the pay.
Right.
Well,
mean,
they do
It's-
get paid.
They get paid, but it's the influence that they're able to do.
Shit, the town manager of Troutman makes 180 grand a year.
I didn't know that.
You know,
Yeah.
it used to be a city used to run by the movers and shakers in that particular city. Yes, they were business owners. Yes, they had families. They had extended families. And if they wanted to get somewhere in the city, okay, I got to run for office and I'm going to make this city great.
Yeah.
We're going to work together because, Johnny over here and Pat over here, he owns a business and we're all looking for the same thing.
Yeah.
We want to keep taxes low. We want to keep our population high to buy whatever product we're selling. And now you got these people that all they do, their job and their job description and their entire resume, what is it? It's activism.
That's
They're activists and they're not from the area.
I remember it was more than 10 years ago. I'm sitting in a backyard. I think it's called Train State. It's right by the hospital in Mooresville. When you come up that road and you hit 21 or
Oh, yeah, I think I know what you're
you
talking
can
about.
make a right and go to Faith Road. There's a development
Yeah, the
called
train tracks and the
all of a sudden the news comes over the fence and they're like, "Can we talk to you?" I don't I'm like, and it was about the train coming from Charlotte. That's why that place it was supposed to come.
the
like-
light rail bullshit.
To come all the way to- yeah, it's
all
supposed
the
to come
way
out at Lake Norman.
Mooresville.
Yeah,
And it was about, well, we don't want that because riffraff is gonna get on the train, come up here, rob you, get back on the train. and
yeah,
go-
but you
and
know
go
what?
home.
That's just bullshit.
Or but it never happened. Like
No.
people bought them houses
So-
by Langtree, and they're thinking that like this train was
So-
going to come from Charlotte or something.
Here's the deal with light rail.
Well,
stuff.
they still have that on the table, I think.
Oh yeah, here's the deal with light rail stuff, and I've gone through it all. Gone through every bit of I've gone through light rail that has been proposed and canceled, and I've gone through light rail that's a boondoggle, but it's there and it works. If you're going to have light rail, you need to put it. So number one, start where people are at and where people need to go.
Yeah.
And all along the line, you need to stop there. You can't go from say, we'll say Troutman around the backside of Weathers Creek Road. And
Yeah, no, that's a train.
it's pointless.
That's
okay?
not damn light rail.
Light rail needs to be where you need to go. The other thing you need to do is charge for it.
Yeah, but the thing is
Charge
though,
for it,
this
because
this
it's
is
awesome
going
when it works.
yeah, this is going to be a straight line shot, and all it does is go from Mooresville
To
to
Charlotte.
Charlotte.
And it should go right down the center.
And it's that's what it should do. That would be nice if it went right down the center, but it does. It goes right beside of it.
it goes right beside it.
So all the way down. So and if they do that, so basically it's going to stop in Davidson. It's going to stop in Huntersville. It's going yeah.
The other thing you got to look at though is if you're going to put a spur off like that, okay, how many people are actually going to ride it to work? And how is it going to be efficient?
Oh, fuck it. You know what, dude? If they put that there would be a lot of people that would not drive their car down there. So if you got that main, so you got to have a stop in Uptown where
Yeah.
people can get off because you got a lot of people that work in the banks that live up here on the lake. I mean, that's where a lot of that money is the
Yeah,
of bankers.
But,
So
but okay,
I
But
thought
do-
it was more of a recreational thing. You see the train,
No.
the booze cruise. You get on this train, you hit all these.
Yeah,
local
no,
bars.
that's
Well,
not. No,
there
no,
is that,
no.
there is that
Yeah.
aspect of it, but see,
I
yeah,
thought it
no,
was
no, this
more
is
for
actually-
fun, not
where,
to go to
where the
work.
trains lose money at is on.
No, it's actually a work. It's actually a commuter train,
It should be. It should be a commuter train.
but it would be.
What happened where I was at was they proposed it as a commuter train.
Yeah.
Which is great. But then it turned into an honor system to pay for it.
Yeah.
Okay. So what happens is you have all the bad elements of society that are in the city, not
Yeah.
the people that are outside the city, but they're using the train to get around because nobody's going to police them to do anything. Where your average Joe decided, hey, I'm going to go down to Minneapolis to see a Twins game. They would get on at the University of Minnesota. So they were right outside the beltway of both cities.
Yeah.
And they would ride the train. It would cost, I think it cost like $7 a person
Yeah.
to ride it. And the only time they would enforce paying on the train was when we got on it and got off at Target Field.
Yeah.
And then got back on it and had to go home.
Well, I mean, they can make the light rail work up here, man, but it's definitely a commuter train.
Yeah.
That everything about that light rail system is a commuter train.
it should,
It's not a party train
but okay. So
for damn sure.
let me ask you this: is how does Charlotte's light rail downtown do?
That's exactly what they do. They go from they bring people from
But-
out. So they go from out. So you can go to University area
Yeah.
and get on the train and go into Charlotte.
But does it make money or does it lose money?
It makes money.
It does make money.
It's just like the Cats bus. It makes money,
If it makes money, then
you know,
that's great.
and that's the thing. It's kind of like MARTA down in Atlanta.
Mhm.
So it's basically, it's a metro system.
Yeah.
You know, and it would work, but somebody's got to fund it. Then they got to upgrade the rail system for the damn thing to make it up here and all that. You know what? They're so stupid. They talk about this shit, but yet here we go. Let's take that $200 billion and say we need another week in Iran.
Yeah.
Because that's how much money we need.
Well, what-
And it's kind of like, I got to switch to Iran real quick. They're talking about all this secretive goddamn movement of equipment, right? We did that attack and we just obliterated them. Oh, like nobody saw you coming? I mean, you'd advertise it every day on the fucking news. The 82nd Airborne is coming. The Marines, the expeditionary units on its way.
the 10
We've got another damn aircraft carrier coming into the Red
Oh, it's
Sea.
kinda- well,
the 10 real Donald Trump accounts. that are
I'm
out
like,
there
God,
excited.
oh,
I
Truth
assume that,
Social.
Russia sees that, we got satellites.
I'm like, but-
there's no aircraft carrier.
But they put that,
heading
yeah,
there.
they put that shit on the news. It's like, oh goddamn, they couldn't see that coming.
Yeah.
I'm like, goddamn, son.
It's really unbelievable.
It is.
nuts.
Anyway, back to the light rail. I just had to say that. It's
Like I
like,
said, I light rail. I always use Washington D.C. as a perfect example of how light rail should work because the D.C. metro system kicks ass.
Chicago works.
Chicago works. Chicago's used to be really violent. It's much
Yeah.
better now.
Well, anywhere you put massive, so I will say going around Paris in their metro system was fucking badass. I mean, Europe has got their shit together.
They
When
have
it comes
had
to
for
damn- yeah,
years.
When it comes to planes, trains, fucking buses, and all that stuff, they're
They know how
down.
to move people.
They
from
do.
one end of
They
that
they
country
know
to
how
the
to move. Over here, we're not quite there yet. It's like I would not recommend riding a fucking Amtrak train. That's the biggest piece of shit known to man.
other. It takes forever. It's
It
fun.
does.
It's cool. I've done it many times.
I've done it a few times,
I
but
enjoy
it's
it,
like
but
it's not
It's
enjoyable.
not quick.
No, it's not quick and it's not enjoyable. Unless
guys,
you- it's a-
guys
It's a
drunken.
step and a half up from a Greyhound bus.
Wait,
you guys as a kid never, or maybe you did, I don't know, Minneapolis
Tweetsie Railroad.
or wherever you live, to take the train from New Jersey to go see Judas Priest and Iron Maiden,
Ah,
to take that train ride into Madison Square Garden, that hour and a half, whatever the
Yeah,
fuck
yeah.
it was.
It had to be a
The,
good
the
time.
conductor would come this way, you get out of your seat, go to the front. You just
you
constantly
should constantly miss the
we
conductor.
were so young and so drunk. And then on the way back, that train ride was like you couldn't drive there,
No, but
It
but
was
you-
an experience
but
of life.
you could get where you wanted to go and you knew how to do it.
Did you ever take a train to a
Absolutely.
concert that was
Yeah.
an hour ride and you
Yeah.
with a 6-pack on the train? Oh my
Yeah, it's
God.
fun shit, man.
Oh my God, that was wild.
It was a good time. And yeah, like I said,
All
you're trying to dodge that conductor.
He's
Yeah.
coming. Go to the back. Go to the front. And it was only $10-$20.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's
You
that's
know,
cool.
it's
But that
not-
was back in the freaking 80s, man.
Yeah. All right, killers.
$100 now.
So we done popped our hour of fun here.
Oh, word, really?
Yeah,
Already
so-
been an hour. hour.
And I didn't say anything going on this weekend. Live music, man. You've got the Rudder and Rose, which is the old Tropicana. You got on Friday. You've got Radio Source. Who the fuck is that? Hood's Creek. What the fuck is Hood? You know Hood's Creek?
I have never heard of Hood's Creek.
Sounds sexual.
Thomas Road Band on Friday at Boatyard. Landslide on Saturday. We got the Cedar Stump. We got Soul Watt on Friday.
Where's that?
Troutman.
Yep.
Okay.
158.
Yeah, so what? They're good.
We've got 90s Kids on Saturday.
Did you go see your Guardians of the Jukebox?
I did not go see them. And then, so if you want to know where some music's being played, look up Lake Norman Riff Raff on the Facebook. Chad posts he's got a good list of bands of what's going on.
Soaking Wet's at Micaiah's.
Yeah. Oh God, I'm soaking wet.
I know we have a car show coming up here in Troutman for Amy and Rob's deal.
Okay.
The Cars for Kids. I believe it's April 11th over at the campus
Okay.
behind Foodland down
Yep.
there.
Gotcha.
So they got that, and then we got our friend Matt Kanach doing
It's April 11th. They're doing that sound
Yeah, so
that
they're doing
sound
a
competition.
bike show and sound competition. I believe that's at Tilly Harley
Yep,
Davidson.
Tilly. So, and then next week on our show, we've got the one and only, the fabulous Walter Finley.
Yeah,
So, looking forward to having Walter back on here.
absolutely, Walter.
And I reached out to Aaron Bassinger.
Oh,
Hopefully,
cool.
yeah, he's
Well,
putting
I
some
think
new stuff together.
He's on the road right now, isn't he?
Yeah, he's touring a little bit.
Is he back? Yeah, he's back.
Is he back now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the little
All right.
bash at the junction.
Oh,
Cool.
did you go? Did you go to the Junction Bash? You didn't go. Why didn't you go?
I forget. I was doing something. I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah, I was busy.
yeah.
Busy.
Anyhow, that's it for tonight. We'll see you guys next week, next Thursday, 7 p.m.
And
got Walter
hopefully
Finley.
Artemis makes it back.
Yeah, Artemis Dalton.
Artemis will not be.
Oh,
back
Artemis.
next
Oh,
Thursday.
the damn.
Artemis
that's what
will
I'm
be
talking
back
about,
on.
We're
I
gonna
think-
see what
Yeah.
really is on the dark side.
yeah. Dark side of the
That's right.
moon. Anyway, all right.
We got to play some Pink Floyd next weekend.
Good night. Later.